Hi, this is my February review for Scorpios. We start the month with a new moon. The new moon is in Aquarius and it's in your 4th house. So this will centre things around the home and family in the first couple of weeks. Now, the 4th house is about you and your personal development and your feelings and your security. So it's a time to look at your support network maybe and how you support others as well. It's also a time with the home to look at any alterations you want to make or any remodelling you'd like to do. The 4th house is also about long-term planning, so it's time to look ahead to the future and see where you want to be in, say, a year or 2 years' time. Now, the other thing we need to be mindful of is this is also about our past, where we've come from, our roots. And so it may be that you want to reinforce those and then you can use those to move forward, going on in the future. Now, for self-development, it's a good time to take notice of your instincts and your gut instincts and to follow them through. Being in Aquarius, it's very much a mental new moon, so it could be that you're branching out using communications to make new friends or new contacts within your world. And then with the humanitarian issues, it could be that you join a group and become involved in that, or you may be needed to help a friend. There are two other aspects on the first. One is between Venus and Uranus. Now, Venus in your 3rd house, Uranus in the 7th house of others. So it could be that you meet or come in contact with new people. And this could be through the internet or via websites, because Venus is in that 3rd house communication. Now, this could bring exciting new people and exciting new projects into your life. Now, the other aspect is a bit more difficult to explain because it's Neptune in the 5th house making a positive aspect to the Black Moon Lilith. But the Black Moon Lilith is our shadow side and Neptune is very hard to define, so this makes it very hard to actually define this aspect. There will be some kind of confusion, there will be some kind of fog around things, because Neptune always puts that fog around. And being in the 8th house, the Black Moon, this is about life and death situations. So it could be that there are some fears come up now, fears of situations maybe that you believe may happen in the future. This is probably mostly unfounded, and it will be good to look into these fears and see where they come from, see where they're rooted. And later on, there will be a positive aspect from the Sun, and this will help you to discover what it is you're actually afraid of, or where there may be some self-deception. We have a fantastic aspect on the 3rd. This is between Mars and Jupiter. This is a very positive aspect. And with Jupiter being in the 5th house of creativity, there could be a lot of creative energy flowing around at this time. Now, Mars being in the 3rd house, it's quite possible that there is things to do with business and finance that you would be able to take advantage of, and maybe opportunities in that area or the creative arts area. Now, on the 4th, all planets are direct. Mercury is the last one to go direct, so it's all steam ahead until the end of April, so it's a good time to achieve now. And the other aspect on the 4th is the Sun catching up to Saturn. Now, this sometimes can be a bit limiting and a bit low in energy time, but hopefully the Mars energy will carry that through. But it's a good time to organise and plan, and this is around the home area, so put all your plans into place for the year. On the 5th, we have a major aspect from Pluto and the Moon's North Node. This lasts for 2 weeks. And this can have a transformative effect. The North Node is in your 7th house, so this means that people, others, significant others will be there to help you. This is your way forward. You can't do this alone now. You need to help other people to get where you want to be. Now, with this aspect, doors could open. Relationships could end, but if they do, it's because they've fulfilled their karmic mission, and new relationships will come along, and these relationships will be the ones that have a transformative effect. With Pluto in that 3rd house, the mind is going to be transmitting the feelings, because Pluto covers the depth of things, so the feelings that are coming up from the depth, you'll be able to voice them well, and you'll be able to talk to people, communicate to people very well. And it's important that you do that, because they will be the ones that help you and point you on the right road and help you to navigate your new path. We have a Mars aspect on the 5th and the 7th. The one on the 5th is to Chiron. This is a chance now to heal any physical wounds to do with your health or fitness. And then the one on the 7th is to Uranus in the 7th house. So this is a good time to put energy into relationships. It's a good time to spice things up a little bit, do some exciting things with your relationships. Then on the 10th we have Mercury coming in and joining Pluto. So this will add more weight to the communication side of things. This will sharpen your mind as well, so that you can be able to communicate your feelings a lot more easily. On the 11th we have the aspect I was telling you about earlier, where the Sun will make a positive aspect with the black moon and shine a harsh light on her. And this will highlight anything. This will highlight any of your fears, any of your worries, and also it will show you what you need to do to overcome them. Then on the 12th, Venus and Mars come together. This lasts until the end of the month, so there's plenty of time to work with this one. This could be a very creative energy, both physically and mentally, because it's in your 3rd house. So it's a good time for writing, communicating with people, and also it's a great time for love. This could herald a new relationship in your life, or it could help you to deepen the love that you already have. On the 13th and 15th there are 2 aspects that will affect your relationships in the future. The first one from Jupiter to Uranus is on the 13th. Uranus is in that 7th house, Jupiter's in the 5th house of love. So this is a time when you want to express your love in a different way. It may be that you want to express it more deeply, more openly. Uranus in the 7th house, you also want some added excitement within your relationships, and it's up to you now to create that with these 2. There'll be opportunities abound to use your creativity and express yourself in different ways with your relationships. Now the other aspect on the 15th is between the Sun and the Moon's nodes. Now the Moon's nodes are across your 1st and 7th house, so the Sun is making a square aspect to both of them. Now as we've spoken about before, the way forward is always through the North Node, and that's with other people, significant others, because the North Node sits in that 7th house. So what you need to use the South Node, you need to use your experience and your knowledge and your personality now to project yourself forward with someone else. This could be a partnership with a loved one, or it could be a business partnership. Either way, you need to put your energy into moving forward in the direction of that partnership. Now doors will open, as with the North Node and the Sun, North Node and Pluto, and then later on there'll be another North Node aspect to tell you about. These doors will open and there will be a path that opens up in front of you. Now it's up to you to consider carefully what the options are, but always best to go towards the North Node. It may be unfamiliar territory, but it's the way to go. It's a spiritual way forward. And with the Sun, it's time to balance that, because you are at a crossroads and it's time to take the right route. On the 16th we have our full moon. This full moon is in Leo and it's in your 10th house. Now the focus will now be on you and your destiny and your career, and you may be thrust in the limelight here. You may be called upon to do something that will really put the spotlight on you, but it's time to show your worth, so to speak. The focus has been on the home and the family for the last 2 weeks, so now it's time to focus on you and your career, but you must keep the balance between home and family. The full moon in Leo means you'll be ready to take on anything that comes your way. You'll have the enthusiasm and the creativity to carry this off now. Then on the 22nd, the Venus and Mars aspect conjunction makes sextile to Neptune, and Neptune's in the house of creativity. So this is bring you boundless creativity. Now the Mars effect is softened with this aspect, so you'll be able to use your drive in a much more mellow way, and you'll be able to create with this without too much of the physical side of Mars interfering. Now, whether it's Venus that takes the lead or Neptune that takes the lead, it doesn't really matter, but as long as you use this to create something. It could be to do with photography or film or dance, or it could be to do with beauty and jewellery, anything you like. Just use the energy in a creative manner. Between the 23rd and 25th, Mercury is now in Aquarius, and your fourth house makes three aspects. The first is to Chiron in the 6th, so this is a good time to openly discuss any wounds regarding your health and fitness, or your daily routines and work, and you'll be easily able to express yourself on this day. Also on that day we have Mercury and Juno coming together, so this will incline you to discuss commitments, and maybe even you may decide to make a long-term commitment with your partner regarding the home. Then on the 24th we have an aspect with Uranus, who's in that 7th house. So here you may be discussing with your partner or family new and exciting things to do in the future. On the 25th we have the culmination of the Venus-Mars aspect, where they form a triple conjunction with Vesta. Now Vesta is the largest and brightest of the 4 asteroids, and is the goddess of hearth and home. She's sister to Jupiter and also guardian of the eternal flame. Now when these three are all together, there's going to be quite a lot of intensity here. This is going to be Venus wanting to express her sexuality in a creative manner, and also to explore sensuality. Mars on the other hand wants to be guardian of the home and hearth. He wants to be very protective, and also with Vesta it's about your devotion to your spiritual path, or your mission in life. Talking of mission and purpose in life, the last aspect of February can reinforce all this, because we have the triple conjunction making a positive aspect with the Moon's North Node, and the North Node has had a lot of action during this month, and this is the last and final time it will be under aspect. Now the North Node, as we know, is our spiritual way forward, it's our mission, so perhaps it is time that you will discover your true path or true meaning to life. Now with it being in the 7th house, this has got to be connected to a significant other person, whether this is in a marriage or partnership, or whether it's in a business partnership. That would be for you to decide, but there's a very important feature here that whoever it is you connect with will help you open doors, will help you to find your path, and will be with you on the way. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please subscribe, and if you'd like to leave me a message, I'd love to hear from you.